Hello everyone, Sandy here. Today we're doing another unboxing and first impressions video, and it's of the Tarot of the Hidden Realm. And I feel like I'm so late on the ball with this one. I kept thinking I don't need this deck. I kept thinking it's not for me. But lately something changed, and I had several friends telling me that they think I would enjoy this deck by Julia Jeffrey and Barbara Moore. So I got it, and here we are, and I am eager to get into this and have a look through the cards. So, I mean, this deck, what can I say? It's basically a classic by now, isn't it? So I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's going to be quite interesting to see how I react to these images. Because, I mean, I have seen walkthroughs of it before, but I haven't actually watched the walkthrough since I decided I was going to get it. I watched walkthroughs before and decided not to get it. So I basically know what I'm in for. Like, so it's not like a deck I've never seen pictures of before and I don't know what I'm getting. It's not that kind of first impressions. It's more like, it's the first time I'm seeing it in person, and I've noticed that it's actually quite different seeing a deck in person from how it is on a screen. So, exciting. And first of all, I've started loving these Llewellyn box sets because I really enjoy their big guidebooks, and this one seems quite thick. I love that this is a matte book. And here we've got the cards. Let's just get the box out of the way so that we don't accidentally set it on fire or something. Now, usually I tend to do the walkthroughs before I look at the guidebook, and we will do that. I just want to quickly read the back of this book, and so that I get the gist, because usually I end up criticizing a deck for something that is explained in the guidebook and I come across as a fool. So let's have a look here. It says, evoke the powerful wisdom of the Fae with the Tarot of the Hidden Realm. Instead of relying on esoteric symbols, this powerful deck uses the raw elements, water, air, fire, and earth, to speak directly to your emotions. The beautifully drawn figures follow the Rider-Waite tradition, but express more energy and movement, drawing you in even as you draw their truths out. This companion guidebook reveals techniques and card meanings for beginners and more experienced readers alike. All right. And I just want to quickly have a look at the back here of the box. Yeah, it just explains the Fae nature of the deck. All right, so we will take a closer look at the guidebook after we've looked through the cards. I just quickly wanted to see all right, let's skip that. Let's go to the cards. Okay, so let's open this up, shall we? There we go. There we go. Alright. I'm fully expecting the regular Llewellyn cardstock here, and it does feel exactly like the Green Witch, so I'm pretty pleased actually, because I loved shuffling this cardstock. Okay, oh, I'm so excited. The backs are quite dark actually, and feel a little bit menacing. It looks like two angry eyes here. Do you see it? All right. So immediately my first thought is this fall is just so pretty. Let's zoom us in. I actually really adore this fall. He looks so happy-go-lucky, and we've got, hang on, we've got a wild rose here in his hand, and he's looking up at this butterfly, and the colors in this is just like, I can really, the colors and the lighting in this really like gives me that joyous, happy-go-lucky energy. I really love this fall. Now, the magician. I was mentally preparing for this picture because I actually this magician was one of the reasons why I didn't get this deck in the first place. I don't know what it is. Maybe I will come to love him. But there is something about his facial expression and this weird moustache thing that just really puts me off. I don't know what it is. I think he just looks... I don't know. He just gives me the heebie-jeebies, or like heebie-jeebies is maybe the wrong word. He just gives me a weird wrong vibe. But actually, looking at him now, you know, in person and not through a screen, I mean, the eyes, he looks kind of kind if you look at him for a bit, but it's the naked chest and the way he's holding open his robe. It's like, I don't know. Well, let's not dwell on it. Maybe the guidebook will change my mind on the magician. Let's see. The High Priestess. All right. I love the blues, and I love all of these moths, butterflies. The movement here is also pretty cool. There's something about her face that makes me kind of sad. I don't know why. But I kind of feel like she reminds me of someone that I know, actually, and I don't know, she looks so sad. The Empress. Okay, so I really like the colors in this Empress. And we seem to be having some kind of butterfly in nearly every card, which is kind of cool. But I really like the symbols here with the apples and the wheat, and actually with this hair and the dress and everything, she reminds me a little bit of... she makes me think of Idun, which is she is a a Norse goddess who grows these golden apples to keep the gods young in Midgård. And it's just the way she's holding these apples in her dress that kind of gives me that vibe. Again, we've got wild roses here in her hair as well. This emperor I actually like. I immediately get Odin vibes here as well because of the two ravens. So it would be Hugin and Munin, or Hugin and Munin, as we would say in Swedish. And I think also it's just this like his whole vibe just gives me Odin vibes, which is pretty cool. I like him. He looks contemplative and reasonable, and yeah, I like him. The Hierophant. Old man, looking all wise and shit. He looks pretty cool. He's a pretty standard Hierophant in my book. Like that we don't have any subjects or anything like that. I like that he just seems like a kind old wise man, you know. That's much better in my opinion. Okay, so the lovers. See, here we seem to have some kind of maiden having a romance with the green man or something. It's a beautiful card. Really beautiful, actually. Yeah, I really love the energy here in the watercolors as well. Like they're in some kind of in-between liminal space or something. Yeah. Oh, is it just me, or is the proportions a bit off there on the head? I don't know. She seemed like at such an angle. But Fairy Stallion, this horse is gorgeous. Look at that. Such a pretty horse. Yeah, I mean it works. It works as a chariot card in my opinion. Also like that the reins. I mean the reins could have not been there for me. That would have made it a little bit even better for me if she was like riding bareback and not having any reins, but she doesn't seem to be keeping the reins taut or anything. It's just that it would have really underlined the fact that there's no reins needed if there wasn't any of this here. But otherwise really lovely colors. Gorgeous. Oh, this strength card is really beautiful. I really love it when we see another beast instead of the lions, just to get some, you know, change every now and then. Nothing against lions. Lions are beautiful, beautiful creatures. But you know, I like myself a bear or a wolf sometimes, and this is really beautiful. Again, love the colors choice here. I love that the hermit is an old lady. I only wish that she was even older, like more wrinkly and saggy and like maybe even a little plump, you know. I feel like so far we've seen just very, very, I don't know, slim white people, and I feel like in the fairy realm there's no such standards. At least in my fairy realm I feel like there's space for all kinds of bodies and skin colors, like even green and pink, and you know, like really special colors as well as the standard ones, obviously. Like, I feel, yeah. But anyway, I do really like this Hermit card. The Fortune Fairy, she's so precious. I really love this color scheme. I love the dandelions in her hair. The fact that she's holding a dandelion here to blow out and make a wish. Super pretty. Justice. Okay, so we've got a fairy woman here with a sword, and we've got this feather falling here. You can see the seriousness in her eyes as well. Not much to say about this one, to be honest. The Hanged Man. Yeah, pretty standard. Half-naked man upside down. I do love these, the ivies. Oh, yeah. Let's turn him around and have a look at his face, shall we? He's alright. Yeah, I don't feel much about him either. Oh dear. Okay, so here we have a very, very skinny lady. Death. So I suppose that makes sense, but still... I suppose, is she supposed to be Morrigan? The Morrigan, maybe? I don't know. I suppose the guidebook will tell me. We'll have to have a look later. Temperance. Okay, I kind of like this one. It's a, you know, pretty standard temperance depiction here with the mixing of the water, but I also really love the dragonflies in this card, and the overall color choice here is very calming and like balancing. I really like that. Shadow Dance. So here we seem to have the devil. We've got oak leaves here, and it seems like he's maybe influencing them to dance till they drop, perhaps. I do like the expression on his face there. It's very interesting. And also I kind of like that his you know, skin color seems more green than anything else. I like that. The Blasted Beach. Interesting. So we have the lightning here hitting the tree, and what seems to be perhaps some kind of spirit, and someone falling out of the tree. That's interesting. Oh my goodness, this is actually really, really pretty. I love this star card. Oh, I love the expression on this little guy's face. Look at that. Oh, that's so nice. That one got me a bit emotional, actually. Ah, the moon. I am curious to see what the guidebook says about this one, because I remember this was one of the cards that made me hesitate as well, because the moon card is one of my favorite cards in the deck, and I don't particularly like the way she's like positioned here. I feel like it's a bit odd, and I mean, the moon card can be odd, don't get me wrong. The moon card is often odd in decks because it's supposed to be a little bit, you know, illusion-y and mysterious, but This one just gives me creepy vibes. I don't know. And I don't know why I don't like that about this one. Yeah. Adore this sun card. Love, love, love this sun card. It's so pretty. The colors, again, the dandelion, everything. Although, I must say, I don't really know what's going on here. Like, who is this? Who's this bloke? What is he doing with the hand and like the face there? Actually, the little girl's face as well. They both look a little bit off. She looks almost mean. Alright, so now I've talked myself out of liking this card. This is interesting. Yeah. Okay. This card I love. I adore this. Oh, look at this acorn and the sprouting happening here and the expression on her face. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous judgment card. Although I'm not sure Life Renewed. It's a very interesting take on the judgment card, isn't it? I do love this, like the artwork overall in this one though. So cool, so good. The World card. Okay. Love that she's green. And I know that the World card is usually nude. Don't know that I particularly dislike the nudity. It's just, why does she have to be so skinny? I feel like all of them have been so skinny so far, and I just... Does fairies and fays have to be skinny? Like, at least in the World card, I like to see a bit more of a plump figure. For some reason, I don't know why. Adore. Oh my goodness. This fox is everything. He's so pretty. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. Ace of Wands. Wow. Two of Wands. I mean, it's a pretty picture, but do I see Two of Wands here? I'm really interested to get into the guidebook, actually, to understand the art a bit more. Three of Wands. Again. Do I see Three of Wands here? I suppose they're embarking on family life. This baby looks newborn. Like they're embarking on something completely new, a new life together. His head looks so much bigger than hers. Like he looks massive, like he's a giant or something. Alright, Four of Wands. Yeah, okay. They seem to be having a bit of a jam session going on. Five of Wands. Okay. I don't really see a competition going on here unless they're trying to climb the highest up in the tree. Like, see who gets the highest, maybe? It's pretty artwork, though. Six of Wands. Okay. Interesting. This one looks so menacing. Not at all what I imagined for the Six of Swords. Sorry, Six of Wands. Gorgeous nonetheless, though. 7 of Wands. I do like how the wands are coming out of her head here. That's actually quite interesting. Eight of Wands. She looks exactly like Keira Knightley. Am I the only one? I think she looks exactly like Keira Knightley. Oh, that's so funny. I'm not going to be able to see anything else now. Nine of Wands. That's actually pretty gorgeous. Oh. Wow. 10 of Wands. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's so precious. But again, 10 of Wands, I mean, it said inspired by the Rider-Waite-Smith, but 10 of Wands. Do I feel 10 of Wands here? I don't know. I must say that the guidebook is going to be invaluable here. Oh my goodness, these children, these Fae children are really, really getting to me. Look at him, he's so gorgeous. Oh, he's so pretty. This knight is awesome. Look at his eyes. He's so intense. Wow. Love him. Queen of Wands. Oh, she's got some attitude. There's something about her eyes that really makes me think of... oh, goodness. What's her name? Kate Blanchett. Blanchett. Do you see it? I kind of just like... It's something about her eyes that just... The mischievousness that she portrays sometimes with Galadriel in Lord of the Rings. It just really reminds me of that. King of Wands. No, I don't think he's a King of Wands. He looks too young. I almost feel like the Knight works better as a King of Wands. He looks like an actor as well. Oh, but who is it that I'm thinking of? He plays a real chump. Something. I can't think of his name now. I know who it is now. I don't know his name, but the same actor who played the guy who they called Jesus in The Walking Dead, he plays as a teenager in a British school sitcom called, I think it's Waterloo Road. Or could it be another one? No, I think it's Waterloo Road. And he looks exactly like he did in that TV show when he was a really like a bad seed, spoiled kid kind of thing, like a brat. And I cannot, no. Oh, this is so disappointing. Oh, but this otter, this Ace of Cups kind of, okay. I love this Ace of Cups. You know, I'm gonna love all the aces. You know this already because I think they're just all gonna be animals, aren't they? Oh, look at this pride in this otter's face. Oh, so good. Two of Cups is beautiful. This lady looks quite a bit older than this guy though. So either it's his mother or... Yeah. Interesting. Three of Cups. Some fair maidens here. You know, pretty standard Three of Cups. Very pretty. Do like it. It works. Four of Cups. Ooh, is this some kind of selkie maybe? She's swimming here with the seals. Very pretty. But is it Four of Cups? Five of Cups. Interesting. I mean, I can see the swell of emotion here in this card. We've got 5 horses. But yeah. It's definitely not traditional Rider-Waite-Smith imagery, and I knew that going in, obviously, but here we've got 6 of Cups. Okay. It's a beautiful image overall. But yeah, super interested to read through this whole guidebook, to be honest, just to understand it a bit more, because I'm a bit confused at the moment with it being a Rider-Waite-Smith system and all. But I guess you can see it as she's being submerged in and like dwelling in old memories. Being stagnant, I don't know. 7 of Cups. Okay, so we've got this broody looking guy sitting here dreaming away, I suppose. He actually reminds me a little bit of my partner. He used to have long hair like this before. Alright, 8 of Cups. I'm sorry about my neighbours, they're having some kind of problem. They're making a bunch of noise. 8 of Cups. Okay, so he seems to be standing in front of some kind of basin. And I suppose the colours here kind of convey the emotion of the 8 of Cups. But I don't see them moving away as clearly. It looks like he's got a moon necklace as well. 9 of Cups. Yeah, pretty okay. I mean, it's not a man with all of his 9 cups around him, but he's got this one big cup and he seems happy with that one. So and 10 of Cups. That's so different. That is so different, but really beautiful. I really hope you can't hear all of that noise my neighbours are making, because it's really annoying. Anyway, goodness, look at this woman. I really love that one. Page of Cups. Gorgeous. Knight of Cups. Pretty interesting. He's quite cute actually. Queen of Cups. I like her. I like her a lot. She seems very knowing. Yeah. And King of Cups. Why are all the kings so young? Like, look at this queen. She looks like 20 years older than this guy. In my eyes. I mean, fair enough, the knight looks maybe 15, 14, 15. The king looks like 23 maybe. Well, she looks like she might be nearing 40. So, yeah, interesting. Gorgeous, gorgeous ace. I want the whole deck to be like this, you know, but are you even surprised that I'm saying that? Oh, all right, Two of Swords. This is interesting as well. Yeah. Gorgeous Three of Swords. I really like the emotion here in the colors, and yeah. Beautiful Four of Swords as well. I really love these butterflies here as well. The blue with the yellow background. Yeah. Five of Swords. Battle ready. She seems really harrowed. Six of Swords. I always like seeing a boat and some water in Six of Swords, I'm not gonna lie. But this looks like she's about to, you know, change into one of these birds and fly away almost. So I think that works. Seven of Swords. Interesting. He seems really young, and he's got a helmet and a sword and a shield. Like, he's not really quite. And he's like looking up at the stars rather than focusing on what he's supposed to be doing. He seems awfully young to be going to battle or anything like that. Like he's in the wrong place, doing the wrong thing. Eight of Swords. Oh, her eyes are amazing. Look at that. Those are some piercing eyes. And I adore this raven. Nine of Swords. Cool. The best part here is obviously the barn owl. Oh my goodness, I'm so predictable. Ooh, okay. She's a bit scary. And she also reminds me of someone. I can't place it now though. But yeah, she's really going at it, isn't she? Wow. Whew. Let's put her away. Oh dear. What have we got here? Some kind of dirt. Alright, we've got a nip situation here. Page of Swords. Wow, okay. She's beautiful though. Gorgeous. Knight of Swords. Yeah. He's alright, I suppose. Queen of Swords. Yeah. What is that over her eye? There's like some kind of line. Do you see that? There. I wonder if that's intentional. I mean, it must be, surely. I don't know. She seems to have some scarring on her face as well. I really kind of like her. I really adore the colours. Yeah. Okay, finally, I actually can get along with this king. He makes sense to me. He looks, you know, slightly older. He looks like he's got some kind of, some years under his belt, you know, like he's seen things and has experiences, and yeah, I really like him, and he's handsome as well. Oh my, I was not prepared. I was not prepared. I was not prepared for a hedgehog. Oh, oh my goodness. I mean, I know I've seen this deck before, but I really honestly was not prepared for this hedgehog. I love him so much. I do believe this must be one of the best Ace of Pentacles I've ever seen. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Two of Pentacles. I love how we see the roots here, and how she's like sitting here pondering them. I don't see the Two of Pents energy here, though. So I'm hoping the guidebook is going to clear that up for me. I mean, this is a gorgeous looking deck. Not going to lie. Three of Pentacles. Oh, he's sweet. I really do like when we get some age diversity in decks, but so far I'm missing the body diversity, the, you know, just skin color diversity. Like, I mean, I know it's the Fae realm, and I know it's like probably based around, you know, Faes in like the British Isles or something, but like I said, from, you know, the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud and other fairy decks that I've got, I just feel like the Faes come in all shapes and colors, and that's just how I see it. But yeah, I do love him though. Although I will say I prefer it when Three of Pentacles has several people working together. That's usually how I read it, at least. But yeah. We have a badger card. I love this. I love this so much. Four of Pentacles. Hang on, Four of Pentacles. I do want to list that. I'm gonna put this card aside. I really do want to read what the guidebook says about this, because I would not read this as a Four of Pentacles card. But I do love the card. I love the artwork. This artist, Julia Jeffries, is that it? Julia Jeffrey? She really, really needs to do an animal deck, in my opinion. Oh, so gorgeous. Five of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, you definitely get the feel of the Five of Pentacles in this card. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. I mean, this is a gorgeous picture, but is it Six of Pentacles? Like, I feel they're picking apples together. Again, I need to read the guidebook here. This does not feel like a Six of Pentacles to me. Sorry. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is actually quite beautiful. Yeah. I really like this one, actually. I love the colors. I love the expression on her face. The light up here that seems to be shining down is gorgeous. Eight of Pentacles, yeah, definitely seeing the Eight of Pentacles here. There's a lot of topless men in this deck. I've seen a lot of pecs. And he's standing here in the middle of like fire. It's very, very funny. Yeah. I love this Nine of Pentacles. I love that she's got a robin here on her fingers, and her expression overall, and that she's holding a blackberry there. Yeah, I really, this Nine of Pentacles, yeah, I think it's one of my favorites so far. Ten of Pentacles, oh, he looks so sweet. I like him a lot. Yeah. he makes me happy. I like him. Okay. Page of Pentacles. There is something odd going on here with the leg and the arm. I can see the way she's sitting, but it's awkward and feels a bit creepy for the Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Like him. I like him a lot. I love the earthiness here, and the fact that he's got like a pentacle in his hands made from twigs. Yeah, like him a lot. Queen of Pentacles. I suppose she's okay. I mean, the Pentacles are my favorite. It's one of my favorite suits, and I'm always a bit picky when it comes to my Pentacles. I wish her facial expression would have been a bit more serene and kind, a bit more warm and inviting. That's how I see my Queen of Pentacles, but I think she works okay. I mean, I need to remember it's a Fae deck, so There's also the Fae energy that needs to come through here, right? And but still, she looks a bit like an, you know, a bit like an evil queen in a Disney film. With that expression, I mean. Okay, this is the best king. This is the best king so far. I love him. I love that he's holding this child here. And they it looks like they're having such a nice little time here, enjoying each other's company. Oh, that's so precious. I feel like the kings have gotten older for each suit. Hang on. This is going to be interesting. I feel like, first of all, the pages have also gotten older for each suit, as well as the kings. Let me pull out all of the kings. All right. So let's have a look here. So let's start with the kings since we've got them out already. So the first suit was the wands. Let's zoom out. Wands. Then we had the cups. Then we had the swords. And then we had the pentacles. And I definitely see a progression in age here. So young king, a bit older still, and the oldest. So we have some kind of progression here of age of kings, which is interesting. Very interesting. Indeed. I'm warming up to this king. I like these three kings, but this one, he's really bugging me, you guys. All right. Let's look at the queens next. Let's go backwards in the suits, shall we? So we have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. And I feel like all of these queens are roughly the same age. I would say so. She looks a bit younger, but it might just be the you know, her stature, like she looks very petite. But yeah, I definitely would say they have roughly the same age. Late 30s, early 40s, something like that. Yeah. I mean, if fairies can be, you know, I guess they don't age the same way as people. Anyway, let's look at the knights. So we've got the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. Okay, so we've got beard, no beard. But other than that, you know, topless shirts. King of Swords is the only one with a animal companion. The Wands and the Pentacles both have oak leaves in them. And they're more like earthy and green. And then we've got blue tones here. I definitely feel like we've got two older knights here in these two suits, in the Wands and the Pentacles, and like younger, more inexperienced knights in the cups and swords suit. Yeah, also very interesting. Now, lastly, let's look at the pages as well, because those had the biggest differences in age, I feel. So we've got the page of wands, which is a child here. We've got the page of cups, which seems like a kind of older teenager, maybe. And then we've got page of swords, maybe a young adult, maybe 20 something. And then page of pentacles, also kind of young 20 something, I would say. See, I would have actually loved it if every page was a child, to be honest. That would have really vibed well with me. Either that all of them would have been children, or maybe all of them would have been teenagers. I don't know. I like it when there's when there's a kind of consistency to this. Not that I think I've ever really noticed this before, or I do. I think in the Green Witch all of the pages are children, and I really like that about that deck, actually. But yeah, God, I really love this page. I think this one's my favorite out of all of these, to be honest. All right, so that was kind of a fun exercise, looking at those from the age perspective. Okay, what else do we want to look at? We want to look at the guidebook, don't we? So, oops, there's something there. No, never mind. All right, let's have a look at the guidebook. So we have the information about the artist and the right author. We've got dedications, acknowledgements, and contents. Okay. Ooh, chapter 6, fairy guides. Interesting. Introduction. What is tarot? The hidden realm. All right, let's read that. In the hidden realm, you will find the structure so familiar to modern tarot. If you are already familiar with it, that is a great place to start when approaching these cards. However, because the cards of the hidden realm are doors that open into the land of the Fae, expect something more than the scenes normally depicted. Instead of designing stage settings or illustrating a narrative, Julia Jeffrey, the artist and creator of the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, saw this deck as a way to bring the experiences and archetypal energies up close and personal. Julia's forte is conveying meaning in a face as well as in the setting, and in doing so she gives us moments of intense intimacy. Oh yes, that she's not wrong there. All tarot decks hold wisdom. Many different kinds of wisdom exist, and we are lucky to live in an era where we have so many decks available to us, so that we who love the cards have more opportunities to learn. One of the beautiful things about tarot is that you can access the wisdom in the cards without cracking a book, without any kind of study. The images speak to our souls, and we can feel what is being communicated. However, we can learn more and understand better if we know something of the philosophy behind the deck. Imagine all the different kinds of wisdom, all the philosophies that exist in the world. Imagine again the kind of wisdom that might come from another world. The Tarot of the Hidden Realm contains wisdom that is in some ways different from our own. Our wisdom, when I write our, I refer to that of Western civilization, reflects our values, human values, and the values of the Fae share some core precepts such as independence, beauty, and fairness. However, There are differences in how we prioritize those values. For example, one of our most important values is rationality. We are rational creatures in a rational world, meaning that the world is knowable, and that we, using our intellect, can understand it. Fairies also value logic and indeed are often known for their wit, but they do not place rational processes above other ways of knowing. Our logic prompts us to think also of consequences because we can imagine different possible futures. We can consider an action before taking it and try to determine the repercussions. In this way, we are aware of our connection to the rest of the world, but it is a distant sort of connection. We act and other things or people react. For the fairies, the connection is closer and, like the images on these cards, more intimate. Actions taken affect not just others but themselves as well, because the fae see themselves as part of a whole. Through these cards, the inhabitants of the hidden realm will give you the gift of their wisdom. As you open up to them, you will find answers, ideas, and advice to help you navigate your life. You will also learn about yourself. Modern tarot decks make use of suits, the same suits used in this deck: wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. And most modern decks use the same elemental associations. Wands are fire, cups water, swords air, and pentacles earth. Although some decks do switch the associations for wands and swords. We make use of these associations and note that each suit focuses on the characteristics of its element as follows. Wands: will, passion and drive. Cups: emotions, creativity and relationships. Swords: logic, thoughts, communication and challenges. Pentacles: money, resources and the physical world. Okay. The associations are connected, sometimes loosely and sometimes more deeply, with each card in the suit. In the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, the elemental associations are the same. However, they have a higher value than most modern decks. Elemental energy is the key to understanding life among the Fae and their wisdom. Unlike most of us, fairies are used to seeing what is unseen and to feeling the invisible. They not only see and feel it, they understand how energy can have many forms. For example, fiery energy can be like a glowing coal that gently warms, an isolated spark that shines bright but dies for lack of fuel, or a raging force that consumes everything in its midst, growing stronger as it goes along. This is beautifully written, you guys. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It seems to be going on for a bit. Yes. But I do like how they're going into some numerology here as well. Okay. Here it says, lay out the cards of each suit. Start with, for example, all the wands. Look at how the energy of the fire is expressed in each card. Notice the similarities, the fieriness of each card and how the numbers create differences. For example, the energy of fire is open and exploratory in the Two of Wands. Here. The two Fae girls are sharing the moment, but each is having her own experience. Fire is controlled and directed in the stability of the Four of Wands. Next, look at the cards of the same number together. That is, all the aces, all the twos, and so on. Add also the appropriate major arcana card to each group. The Magician, which has the Roman numeral 1, which with the aces. The High Priestess bearing the Roman numeral 2 with the 2s, etc., because you will see the numeric energy repeated in all of these. For example, we see the creation, abundance, and heart in both the Tree of Wands and the Three of Swords, and yet they are very different. They have the same theme, but an entirely different melody. Ooh, this is going to be so interesting, actually. I really like that. Understanding how the energies of the suits and the numbers work together to create meaning will give you a strong foundation for understanding the cards. Later you will deepen your understanding of each card. In the meantime, spend some time on your own grouping the cards and exploring the interplay of energies in each. Before we continue on with the card meanings, let's take a look at how to do a reading. Alright, we don't need to look at that right now, but I do want to look at, for example, the Four of Pentacles with the badges. And there it is. All right, let's read this and before we finish up. So, she is protective by nature, and even more so now that she has something so very precious to take care for. The trick is to find the right place to provide all the comfort and security her babies need. The earth, she knows, is the original mother of all living things. What better guardian could there be? But the earth, although a mother, is inhabited by all manner of creatures. Falling into danger is far too easy if one isn't careful. Very careful. Some threats are not visible, and these are more difficult to hide from. This place, she knows, is protected by a strong energy. The strange stones nearby tell her that humans know this too. Beneath the stone guardian, beneath the surface of the Great Mother, Badger knows her children will be sheltered from the elements, from predators, and from mischievous or even malignant spirits. Be quiet, be calm. Know that you are safe, she tells the 3 new souls in her care. Both your mothers will take care of you. Divinatory meaning. Both the element of earth and the number 4 has strong associations with structure, stability, and safety. This card promises all of that. We seek shelter for our physical bodies, but also for our less tangible aspects, such as our emotions, our mind, and our spirit. The safe space offered by the Four of Pentacles provides for all those needs. Such a place is ideal for healing or resting after a turbulent experience. Having such a stable foundation to return to also makes it easier to try new things and explore. There is a danger, though, in so much comfort. If you go into a haven and never come out, it becomes a grave. Oh my goodness, that's brilliant. I love that so much. Oh, I really love... See, this is why I got this deck, because I've heard so many good things about Barbara Moore's guidebooks. But none of the other Barbara Moore decks really speak to me. The artwork in this deck does really speak to me for the most part. But I think reading through the guidebook is going to make me or allow me to fall in love with this deck properly. All right. I said we were going to finish up because this is becoming a long one again. But let's read the King of Wands that I dislike so much, shall we? I think we should do that just to see if Barbara Moore can change my mind. All right. A biting cold laced with icy flakes covers the world in a hazy grey. Wind blows wildly, creating an eerie music as trees creak and moan. Ooh, this is giving me chills. In the misty atmosphere, troops of fairy gather, ready to heed the words of their king. A wave of anticipation flutters through the crowd. A figure steps out of a building onto a porch, red hair flying around his confident face. Dressed in leather and mail, he carries, as they all do, a fur cloak, which will be needed during the cold days and long nights ahead. The snow falls thicker now, and the troops grow restless. He ignores the movement, the weather, and stands still and quiet, looking into the faces of his troops. With each contact he establishes a bond, a promise that he will lead them well. that he will ask no more of them than what he is willing to give. Each in turn returns the promise. Without a word, he turns and begins the long journey to where he and his troops are needed. Connected by determination and will, everyone turns and follows. Divinatory meaning. The King of Wands is a man of deep conviction and passion. He is also a man of action and experience. Using his experience, he assesses a situation and makes bold decisions. As soon as he decides his course of action, there is no hesitation. With confidence born of certainty, plans are made and immediately carried out. People are drawn to him like moths to a flame. His determination and courage inspire trust. He is born to lead, and people willingly follow, leaving their fears and insecurities behind. He brings the best that is within him and expects no less of everyone else. See, I really love that description of the King of Wands, but I just don't see it in this guy. Oh goodness, that didn't help me at all. I mean, except for the fact that she talks about how he's making this like connection, this contact, a bond with each and every one of the troops. Like you can see that he's kind of like looking intently at someone, and I like that, and I think I'm gonna jump on that part to get to grips with this king. But I still think he looks too young. That's just me though, maybe. All right. I could go on for another hour, I think, exploring this deck and talking about all the different things with you, but I will let you go now, and I hope that you've enjoyed this little kind of walkthrough, kind of first impressions of the tarot of the Hidden Realm. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please take care of yourselves and be well, my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.